Have you ever imagined that a simple, seemingly harmless fruit could become a real danger as we age? We've always been told that fruits are essential for a balanced diet, but the truth is that some of them can pose unexpected health risks for older adults. Whether it's disrupting blood sugar levels, making digestion more difficult, or even interfering with medication absorption, certain fruits can negatively impact your health without you even realizing it. In this video, we're revealing 7 fruits that older adults should avoid at all costs. Some of these may surprise you as they are widely considered healthy, but depending on your body's specific conditions, they could end up doing more harm than good. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete understanding of which fruits need to be consumed with extreme caution and why. So stay until the end because the last fruit on this list is one of the most commonly eaten daily, and almost no one knows the hidden danger it carries. And if you care about your health or the health of someone special, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This information could make a huge difference in many people's lives. Now let's get started. The first fruit on our list is grapefruit, one of the most deceptive fruits for older adults. While it has a reputation for being a refreshing, nutrient-rich option, few people know that it contains bioactive compounds capable of directly interfering with liver and intestinal enzyme function. These enzymes are responsible for metabolizing various medications in the body, and consuming grapefruit can completely alter how these substances are processed. This means that, depending on the combination, your body may end up absorbing much higher or much lower doses than necessary, leading to extremely dangerous consequences. For example, if you take medications for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or heart disease, grapefruit can intensify their effects, increasing side effects and prolonging their presence in your bloodstream. In some cases, this can result in severe adverse reactions, such as sudden drops in blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and even kidney problems. On the other hand, in certain situations, the opposite effect can occur. The medication may lose its effectiveness, seriously compromising treatment. This issue is even more concerning for older adults who rely on continuous medication use to keep their health under control. But the risks don't stop there. Grapefruit can also interfere with medications used to treat anxiety, depression, and even some types of painkillers. This interaction can trigger dangerous side effects, such as severe dizziness, mental confusion, internal bleeding, and kidney dysfunction. The biggest problem is that, most of the time, these symptoms don't appear immediately, they build up silently until they reach a critical level. Take Henry, for example, a 72-year-old man who regularly took medication for high blood pressure. Since he had always heard that grapefruit was a great addition to a healthy breakfast, he started drinking grapefruit juice every morning, unaware of the risks. Over time, he began experiencing frequent dizziness and muscle weakness without understanding why. What he didn't know was that grapefruit was amplifying the effects of his medication, making it excessively potent and causing a dangerous imbalance in his body. And this is just the beginning. The next fruits on our list may be even more surprising and equally harmful to the health of older adults. So, keep watching to discover which foods you need to avoid to maintain your health. It wasn't until a routine checkup that Henry's doctor noticed something alarming. His medication levels were dangerously high. Concerned, the doctor reviewed his diet and identified the real culprit, the grapefruit. What seemed like a harmless breakfast choice was actually sabotaging his treatment. It only took removing this fruit from his diet for the symptoms to completely disappear. This highlights an important point. If you're taking any prescribed medication, consult a healthcare professional before consuming grapefruit or its juice. Although it seems beneficial, this fruit has a significant potential to interfere with the metabolism of medications and can pose a serious risk, especially for older adults. The good news is that there are many other fruits that offer similar benefits without this hidden danger. Now let's move on to the next one on the list, and this one may surprise you. The second fruit that deserves attention is durian, often called the king of fruits for its striking appearance and intense flavor. This fruit is famous in many parts of the world, especially in Asia, for its creamy flesh and extremely strong aroma, but what few know is that it can be problematic for older adults. The first cause for concern is its high sulfur content, a compound that can directly affect alcohol metabolism. For those who enjoy a glass of wine or an occasional drink, This combination can be disastrous, causing intense dizziness, nausea, and even dangerous spikes in blood pressure. Additionally, durian is incredibly high in calories and fats. While fats are essential for the body, the type found in this fruit is harder to process, especially for people with slower metabolisms. This can result in gastrointestinal discomfort, bloating, and even heart palpitations in some people. There are also reports of people feeling excessive heat or facial flushing after consuming durian, indicating that it may directly affect blood circulation. For those who already suffer from high blood pressure or cardiovascular diseases, this effect can be concerning and even dangerous. But the negative impact doesn't stop there. Durian contains an impressive amount of natural sugar, making it one of the sweetest fruits available. For people with diabetes or insulin resistance, this can cause sharp spikes in blood glucose, resulting in symptoms like extreme fatigue, dizziness, and over time even more serious complications. Unlike other fruits that have fibers to help the sugar absorb gradually, durian's composition makes it easier to consume too much, making it even harder to control its effects on the body. To illustrate this risk, let's talk about Robert, a 68-year-old man who loved exotic foods. Unaware of the dangers of this fruit, he decided to try a large portion of durian one evening. A few hours later, he began to feel his heart racing and a sensation of heat spreading through his body. Later he became dizzy and extremely weak. What he didn't know was that his blood sugar had spiked, and the fat in the durian had raised his blood pressure to worrying levels. The next day, his doctor confirmed that the fruit was responsible for this dangerous combination of reactions. If you have hypertension, diabetes, or digestive problems, it's best to completely avoid durian. Fortunately, there are plenty of other fruits that provide the same nutrients without jeopardizing your health. While some people consider this fruit a delicacy, older adults should think twice before adding it to their diet. Now, if you've made it this far and find this information valuable, leave a comment with the number 2 to let me know you're following along. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is your chance. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support helps us keep bringing informative and essential content for your well-being. Next, let's talk about starfruit. With its exotic appearance and refreshing taste, it might seem like a harmless addition to your diet. But for older adults, especially those with kidney issues, this fruit can be extremely dangerous. This is due to the presence of a substance called neurotoxin, which in people with healthy kidneys, is easily eliminated. However, when kidney function is compromised, this toxin accumulates in the body, directly affecting the nervous system. Symptoms can range from confusion and dizziness to muscle spasms, and in more severe cases, seizures or even coma. The major danger of starfruit is that its toxic effects can occur even in small amounts. Research indicates that consuming just half of a starfruit can be enough to trigger adverse reactions in individuals with kidney disease. Unlike food allergies, whose symptoms appear quickly, the effects of starfruit can develop slowly and silently, making it difficult to associate them with the fruit. Many people only realize the problem once the symptoms have already reached an advanced stage. A clear example of this is George, a 74-year-old man who led a healthy life despite having mild kidney dysfunction. One day, after seeing fresh starfruit at a market, he decided to try it. Hours later, he started feeling disoriented and had trouble remembering simple information. The next day, while walking, he lost his balance and felt tremors in his hands. Not realizing the connection with the fruit, he continued eating starfruit in the following days, and his symptoms worsened. After a medical consultation and detailed tests, he discovered that his body couldn't eliminate the fruit's toxins, leading to serious neurological problems. Fortunately, after removing starfruit from his diet, his symptoms gradually disappeared. Even if you've never been diagnosed with kidney issues, the natural aging process reduces kidney efficiency, making starfruit a potential threat for any older adult. To avoid risks, the best strategy is to opt for fruits that provide benefits without hidden side effects. Now, let's talk about another fruit that hides unexpected dangers: Cherimoya, also known as the sugar apple. This tropical fruit is highly appreciated for its creamy texture and sweet flavor. However, few know that it can have serious consequences for health, especially for older adults. While the pulp of Cherimoya is considered safe when consumed in moderation, its skin, leaves, and especially its seeds contain natural toxins that can directly affect the nervous system. These substances, called annanins, are linked to neurodegenerative diseases, and when consumed in excess they can damage nerves, cause motor disorders, and even cognitive problems. The danger lies in the fact that Cherimoya seeds are not easily detectable, as they blend into the soft pulp. When chewed or crushed, these seeds release toxins that can compromise brain health. This is especially concerning for older adults, as the body becomes less efficient at eliminating toxic substances with age. Frequent consumption of this fruit over time may increase the risk of developing symptoms similar to Parkinson's disease. Additionally, some people report milder effects such as drowsiness, dizziness, numbness in the arms and legs, or even a persistent metallic taste in the mouth, clear signs that the nervous system is being affected. Take the case of Leonard, a 70-year-old man who loved exotic fruits. He started consuming Cherimoya regularly, thinking it was a healthy choice. However, over time he began to experience excessive fatigue and weakness in his hands, symptoms he initially attributed to aging. It was only after talking to his doctor about the toxic effects of certain tropical fruits that he realized the problem might lie with Cherimoya. As soon as he removed the fruit from his diet, he noticed a significant improvement in his energy and motor coordination. For those who want to enjoy the taste of tropical fruits without compromising their health, there are much safer options such as bananas, mangoes, and pears, which provide the same nutrients without posing risks to the nervous system. If you're following along and find this information helpful, comment below to show you're paying attention to these warnings. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the time. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell to keep receiving valuable content that can protect your health and that of your loved ones. Now let's move on to the next fruit on the list, green papaya. While ripe papaya is widely recognized for its digestive benefits, the green version can be highly harmful, especially to older adults. This is because green papaya contains a high concentration of latex, a substance that can trigger allergic reactions, stomach irritation, and digestive complications. Some people may experience only mild discomfort, but for those with a more sensitive digestive system, something common with aging, the effects can be much more intense. The most common symptoms include abdominal bloating, severe cramps, and episodes of nausea. The problem is worsened by the fact that as we age, the lining of the stomach becomes more fragile, making it more susceptible to irritating substances like the latex found in green papaya. Additionally, this fruit contains an enzyme called papain, which can aid digestion in small amounts but, in excess, may damage the stomach lining, leading to inflammation and prolonged discomfort. There's also the risk of interactions with certain medications, especially anticoagulants and blood pressure medications, which can enhance unwanted side effects. If you want to enjoy the benefits of papaya without the risks, the best alternative is to consume it ripe, when its latex and papain levels are naturally reduced. Ripe papaya remains an excellent choice for digestion and gut health without the adverse effects that the green version can cause. If you're still following along and finding this information valuable, comment below to let me know you're paying attention to these tips. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now and hit the notification bell to receive more essential content on your health and well-being. Found in green papaya, a compound called papain can trigger irritations in the digestive tract, resulting in discomforts like heartburn, reflux, and worsening of pre-existing conditions such as gastritis and ulcers. Furthermore, many people are sensitive to latex without even realizing it. Symptoms can range from mild itching in the throat to more severe reactions like swelling and difficulty breathing. Individuals with a history of adverse reactions to foods like bananas, avocados, and nuts should be cautious, as these foods share similar compounds, increasing the risk of cross-reactions. A telling case is that of Eleanor, a 76-year-old woman who had always been careful with her diet. One day she decided to innovate her food routine by adding green papaya to a smoothie. Shortly after drinking the beverage, she experienced intense discomfort in her throat, followed by a tight sensation in her chest. Initially, she didn't associate the symptoms with papaya, but after repeating the experience and feeling the same effects, she consulted a doctor. It was then that she was diagnosed with a mild latex allergy, explaining the unexpected reactions. Even for those who don't have allergies, consuming green papaya can negatively impact the digestive system. Ripe papaya, on the other hand, contains much lower latex levels and is considered safe for most people. The key is to make sure the fruit is fully ripe before consuming it, avoiding unnecessary health risks. Among the fruits that require caution is ackee, one of the most dangerous fruits someone can consume. The reason? It contains a natural toxin called hypoglycin, which in high concentrations can be highly harmful to the body. When eaten before it reaches its ideal ripeness, ackee can cause a serious condition known as Jamaican vomiting disease, which is characterized by symptoms like severe nausea, uncontrollable vomiting, extreme weakness, and in more severe cases, drastic drops in blood glucose levels. This risk is even higher for the elderly, who may already have difficulty controlling their blood sugar. An alarming factor about ackee is that the symptoms may not be immediate. Some people consume the fruit and feel fine in the first few hours, but later start experiencing cramps, excessive sweating, and dizziness. Without proper treatment, the condition can progress to seizures, coma, and in extreme situations even death. Due to its high toxicity, several countries have adopted strict regulations regarding the commercialization of this fruit to avoid accidental poisonings. However, in certain regions, fresh ackee is still widely sold, putting those who are unaware of its dangers at risk. The biggest problem with this fruit lies in its effect on blood glucose levels. Hypoglycin prevents the natural production of sugar by the body, which can lead to dangerous hypoglycemia episodes. This is particularly concerning for individuals with diabetes or other metabolic conditions, but even healthy individuals can experience symptoms like mental confusion, lack of coordination, and sudden fainting. Take Harold's case, a 69-year-old man who decided to try fresh ackee at a local market during a trip. Initially, everything seemed fine, but a few hours later he began feeling weakness, dizziness, and a loss of appetite. He later discovered that the fruit he had eaten was not fully ripe, containing toxic levels of hypoglycin. Had he consumed a larger quantity, the consequences could have been fatal. To avoid unnecessary risks, the elderly should completely avoid ackee unless it is prepared by someone experienced in reducing its toxicity. Even when fully ripe, some people still report adverse reactions, making this fruit a questionable choice. There are many other tropical fruits with similar flavors and nutritional benefits, but without the risk of poisoning. When it comes to health, prevention will always be the best strategy. Now let's talk about another fruit that can pose a hidden danger: lychee. Although it's known for its sweet and refreshing flavor, lychee hides a risk that few people are aware of, especially for older individuals. Despite being rich in nutrients, lychee can cause drastic drops in blood sugar levels, especially when consumed on an empty stomach. This effect occurs due to the presence of substances that inhibit the body's natural production of glucose, making it a potential risk for those already facing difficulties in glucose control. Studies have shown that excessive consumption of lychee without a proper meal can lead to severe hypoglycemia episodes, resulting in symptoms like dizziness, mental confusion, and even fainting. For the elderly, these effects can be even more dangerous, increasing the chances of falls, disorientation, and serious complications. Additionally, those using insulin or medications for diabetes should be extra cautious, as combining the fruit with these substances may amplify its effects, leading to critical episodes of glucose drops. Another concern with lychee is the presence of natural toxins that, in excess, can overload the liver and further impair blood sugar control. Outbreaks of diseases related to excessive lychee consumption have been documented in several parts of the world, primarily affecting children and the elderly. The danger of this fruit lies in the fact that its symptoms don't always appear immediately, making it difficult to identify that it is the true culprit of the discomfort. Take the example of Margaret, a 72-year-old woman who had always made a habit of consuming fruits first thing in the morning. One day she decided to start her day with a bowl of lychees, believing it to be a healthy option. A few hours later she began to feel weakness, tremors, and difficulty concentrating. Initially she thought it was just fatigue, but after noticing the symptoms repeated every time she ate lychees on an empty stomach, she decided to seek medical advice. That's when she discovered that the fruit was directly interfering with her glucose levels. After adjusting her diet and avoiding lychee on an empty stomach, she never experienced the same problems again. For those with diabetes or glucose sensitivity, avoiding lychee may be the best choice. Even healthy individuals should consume it in moderation and always with other foods. There are many other fruits with similar nutritional properties but without this hidden risk. Now that you know the hidden dangers of these fruits, it's time to reflect on the impact that certain foods can have on your health. Many of these fruits are popularly considered beneficial, but as we've seen, even natural foods can hide unexpected risks, especially as we age. The goal isn't to create fear, but to provide information so you can make safer and more informed choices. What did you find most surprising about this list? Have you ever had a negative experience with any of these fruits? Share your thoughts in the comments, as your experience may help others who are unaware of these risks. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more content like this. Your support is essential for us to continue bringing valuable information for your health and well-being.